Well, don't think about it.
I'm not.
Don't think about doing it.
Hello. Welcome back to the Two
Two
Chimps, One Butthole
kids.
podcast.
Bow, bow, bow.
Stop. They're going to
Bow,
copyright.
bow, bow, bow.
Oh,
They're
no.
going to copyright
They're
that.
going to copyright.
It doesn't. I already got a copyright on Nate and Friends.
Did you really?
Yeah, on my very last one I just did.
Oh.
Yeah, so it can't be monetized, but
Yeah,
it's
you
still
still put it out,
You still
yeah.
put it out. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Put it out there.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that.
Welcome back. We had an interesting story about my friend, we'll say Rob. Roberto.
Roberto Duran.
And then we have news on the virus. Coronavirus.
Corona.
So we'll talk about that first, I guess.
The coronavirus?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're fucked. The economy's fucked. Everything's fucked.
Well,
And that's the news.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. We had 10 million people, roughly around 10 million in about 2 weeks that filed for unemployment, which is really bad.
Yeah, I was one of them.
And that I think we'll hit 20 million if they keep this up. So
Hell yeah, I wish our YouTube videos hit 20 million.
the hardest thing about this and what people don't realize is how easy it was. I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize we live right now in a police state, in a police country. You can't do what you want to do. You can't, in Illinois, they're telling people they can't travel to their vacation houses, and look, it doesn't matter that if this person wants to travel to their vacation house, they should be able to do that. They own it. They own the car that's theirs.
Yeah.
They should be able to travel there. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows that I don't agree with this. I think that there's some videos out there. All you have to do is go watch some videos. Go watch videos of people who are actually going out and reporting news, like just individuals like us are going to hospitals because they're getting sick and tired of the news and the media, and there's nobody there. There's nothing. And I get that the hospitals have stopped like visitors coming in, but these people are like walking around the hospital and they shouldn't be videoing, but they're doing it secretly, and it's not what people say it is.
Yeah.
I think look, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I mean, I am a little bit on certain things. I'm not like a super big but there's we won't. People laid down. People don't understand the effects this has not only on the economy but also the government. All they had to do was say, "Oh, there's a virus," and everybody went into a panic, and everybody said, "We're going to listen to the government." And they said, "You stay in your house. Don't do this, don't do that." And what are people doing? They're not doing it. We live in a free country. You know what I mean? This is if I don't think it'll end April 30th. I think when April 30th comes, they're going to say, "Oh, we got to go another month." And I think you're looking at probably midsummer. Midsummer is when you're going to be able to go into full effect, which is going to kill the economy. Small businesses are going to close. And here's the deal. This is a fucked up thing to say, but you have to make a decision as a country. Either you let 20 or 30,000, because it's not going to be 100,000 people that die. You either let 30 or 50,000 people die, or you ruin the economy for 360 million people. Now, it sounds crazy, but if you ruin the economy for 360 million people, I guarantee you will see as many deaths from the economy being ruined as you did the virus. Because you got people who can't support their families, they're going to commit suicide. There's so many things that this is causing a problem for. And then you look at countries like Sweden that they're not doing this draconian stay in your house shit, and they're doing well. They're just saying, "Hey, social distance, maybe obviously wash your hands more, do these things, practice these things." And most of us already had the coronavirus. This has been around. The first technical case of the coronavirus was November 17th over in Wuhan. So November 17th, from November to the time we stopped flights from China, there's probably been 800,000 flights from China to the United States. It's already been here. It's been here. And if anything, it's already ran its course. I mean, it's still here, but I think that if people don't really realize what this is going to do to the country, you're talking the Great Depression, when we had the Great Depression, which obviously we weren't alive for that. What will happen if we don't open the economy back up will be 3 times that,
that'd
5
be
times
so
that,
fucked.
10 times that. You're talking bread lines. You're talking unemployment lines. You're talking in this country things that you've never, ever, ever seen before. We will become a third world country if they don't open the economy back up. And people can say that I'm wrong. And you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe when all this is done, maybe the economy flies back. It could. I'm not saying that it couldn't.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the chances of that happening are very low.
Yeah, I like how you're like the smart person in this podcast, and I'm just like, pee pee poo poo.
No, it's just that
I peed my pants.
It's not. I mean, it's just that I ran. Me and my family ran a very successful recycling company for 5 or 6 years, and then I own a CBD company. And owning a business, it gives you an idea. Like, I didn't go to college or anything for economics, and I'm by no means like a professor, like I know all this shit, but just from running my business and looking at what is going on in the country and what's happening.
Yeah.
In nearly 2 weeks, we hit 10 million people on unemployment. And you think that if we wait another month, we're not going to hit 20 million or we're not going to hit 30 million. I mean, in the Great Depression, it wasn't even 10 million people on unemployment. So we've already surpassed that amount, and we're doing it because you have all these people who are saying, don't go out, don't go to stores because you're going to get the virus. For number one, that's incorrect. Just because you go to a store or go outside doesn't mean you're going to get the virus, okay? Yeah. And everybody keeps on eliminating the fact that we've had huge pandemics. We had a pandemic in 2008 or 2009 with the swine flu that infected over 60 million people just in the United States and killed 50 or 60,000 people just in the U.S.
I didn't even.
Okay.
Back when
you didn't even hear about it. And nobody blamed Obama for it.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Because what are you going to do about it? You just have to let it run. You got to let it do what it's going to do. Yeah. And the recovery.
There was no panic or anything. There was
no there wasn't. And there wasn't. That's because, well, we had a Democrat in office, and it's a little different. I mean, look, we live in the, you have the Democrats and you got the Republicans and all this other bullshit, but I'm telling you, this is so absolutely the wrong decision. Do I think that we have a virus that's not new? The coronavirus isn't new. This is the technical name for this is SARS-CoV-2. That's the name of this virus. So it's SARS. We had SARS in 2003. It's back here now. Yeah. There's no vaccine. Well, let me tell you something about vaccines. The flu vaccine doesn't work because it mutates every year. I have friends this year that had the flu shot. They got the flu twice. Okay. The flu shot doesn't work.
Yeah, I got the flu.
Okay.
Well, I might have had the.
You could have had the coronavirus, and people are freaking out about it. People are losing their minds about this virus. They're so scared. People with underlying health conditions that they're gonna die, and the problem is all the media shows you is death. They just show you all the death, but they don't show you. They're not showing you the people that are living, like the 106-year-old woman who made it through in 6 days in Wuhan. I think there was like a 90-year-old man here in the U.S. They're not showing the people that are staying alive.
Rest in peace, Bill Withers. Also.
Well, huh?
Rest in peace, Bill Withers.
Oh,
ain't no sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's I don't know.
Amen.
The whole thing is it's a little outlandish, and then you have the media that's showing pictures of an emergency room from Italy saying that it's in New York, and there's no accountability. Nobody's being held accountable for it. Nobody's
nothing.
The
media, it's the
well,
media
it is
portrays everything in their own eyes.
And I will compare this to the flu. Everybody says you can't because this is more contagious, but I will compare it to the flu because the flu has already killed 40,000 people this year in the United States alone. We're not even at 40,000 worldwide for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the other thing. This virus is going to come back. They said it's probably going to come back in the winter. So we're going to have another peak this upcoming winter. Mm. Okay. They can't shut everything down again. So you want to know what's going to happen? They're going to let it run its course. Okay. And every winter, now next winter is going to roll around. And you want to know what's going to happen? Nobody's going to panic about it. You want to know why? Because that's what we do as human beings. No. We are a disgusting race. So we have the flu, right? The flu kills 60 to 100,000 people just in the United States alone every single year, and it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate against young or old people.
Before you keep going, do you mind turning yourself down in my headphones because you're getting fucking loud, man? You're getting loud.
Well, it's okay. So it doesn't discriminate against. It doesn't discriminate against whether you're young or old.
Yeah.
Last year, it killed 266 babies.
What did?
The flu.
The flu, okay.
From the time they were 0 years old to 4 years old, which means they killed them in the womb. and up to 4 years old. 266. Okay,
Yeah.
this virus hasn't killed any babies.
I've also read that the virus is what is it called? The number. So people who are dying,
They're automatically counting them as a corona. Yes.
Yeah.
So in states, even here in the city or state that we live in, what's happening is when they go into a hospital, if they have a respiratory infection, they're automatically counted as a coronavirus subject, even without testing. And some of those people never get tested and they get sent home. Well, those numbers get reported to the CDC and that gets put on a confirmed case. So in Italy, it's the same thing they did in Italy. In Italy, if someone died in the hospital during the coronavirus outbreak, they were automatically counted as a coronavirus death. That's the same thing they're doing right now in the United States. And they're reporting that to the CDC, and then that's where they're getting their numbers. So the numbers are very skewed. I think we're probably closer to around 40 million people infected. I didn't look at numbers today, but I think we're closer to 40 million infected. So, and this is my take on it. And look, people can get or think that I'm wrong or think that it's not correct or that I don't know what I'm talking about. And you know what? On certain subjects, when it comes to this, maybe somebody does know more than me. But shutting down and closing the economy for as long as we have is not the correct decision.
Probably not. No.
Unfortunately, I think that we should open things back up. And if you have an underlying health condition or if you are elderly, maybe you just kind of, not that you have to stay inside, but maybe you just stay away from bigger crowds. And I know that sucks to say that, but because of you, we're going to go into a Great Depression that's way worse than the one that we had. And getting out of that, I mean, it took years to get out of the recession that we had. And this isn't going to be a recession.
So popular YouTuber William Osman, he does like crazy like fucking like tech shit and like he bought like 40 Roombas and was like having them like fight to the death and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he and his girlfriend or wife were tested positive with the COVID-19. Yeah. And she experienced all the symptoms, and he was asymptomatic.
Yeah.
And she was there was a whole YouTube video. Check it out. That says we tested positive. That's what it's called. And it was just lung, like 50% lung capacity, and that's it. Just and like a fever of like 99 point whatever.
Well, 50% lung capacity is.
I mean, yeah, but
that's like death.
Yeah, it's like death, but like
that's like you got to be put on a ventilator.
Yeah, you gotta just chill. She didn't even go to she went and
how does she know So they said she had a 50.
So this is the YouTube video. This is what he explains in the YouTube video. They went and got her tested, and she tried to go get tested, and they just said it was just a cold, and she wasn't showing signs of the virus, and so they went back home, and she called her primary and was like, I'm showing signs. I've been in contact with somebody who's had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they went back to a different place, and she expressed her fucking. I'm terrible at fucking stories.
Her fucking
physician was like, "Yo, get her fucking tested because she yada yada." And then she got tested finally after the third attempt of getting tested, and she tested positive. So if she has it and he's living with her, you're gonna have it too. You might be asymptomatic. So be safe.
Did they said she was at 50 because 50% capacity? I don't know if you could live without a ventilator at 50% capacity of your lungs.
Well, she fucking did. She's after.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a physician in that sense. Yeah. I mean, maybe you can, but I don't know. Oh, I've been in contact with somebody who was around somebody who has coronavirus.
Yeah.
Actually, just recently, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So my fiance also works at a oxygen facility, and they supply oxygen, CPAP orders, things like that. And he had to go to somebody's house who he's a delivery setup guy, and he had to go inside someone's house who had tested positive for COVID-19, set him up with some oxygen and stuff. And I mean, he wore a hazmat suit and stuff, obviously, but he was in contact. I've been in contact with him. I'm not saying, and this is my thing, I'm not saying that it's not a deadly virus, but car accidents are deadly, cancer is deadly,
sharks.
You have a better chance, in my opinion, just from all the news I've watched, all the articles I've read, you have a better chance of dying in a car accident than you do dying from the coronavirus. Yeah. Okay? And I compare it to cancer too. Everybody says you can't because cancer is not contagious. It's not contagious, but they don't know how you get it, and it's not curable. and it kills millions of people a year.
Yeah.
So there's just, listen, if we put this much effort into cancer or AIDS, we would have a fucking cure. Well, we probably already have a cure, but we would have a cure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't. But instead, the American people, and I'm sorry, are fucking idiots. Like, I'm sorry, the majority of America are idiots. They just are. The government says, we're gonna fix this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Like, and then you got the movie stars who they're just starved for attention, man.
I love that shit.
Dude,
I love their
they're so
PSAs.
They're so hungry for attention.
It's great.
Can
you pull some up? We did like Tom Cruise? Did Tom Cruise do one? I don't know.
Well, I
just love it.
Just every day you got like Kevin Hart. Look, his movies. Kevin Hart's not. He's got good movies, but every day it's because they can't handle it. Yeah. They can't handle not being in that light. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm not being seen.
Irrelevant. Yeah, they don't want to become irrelevant.
Right, and then you got them singing a song.
Yeah,
which is so. It's the dumbest song in this moment, right? It's the stupidest song to sing. Imagine there be no heaven. Wow, you're super fucking smart. Just idiots. And most of Americans are unintelligent. They're listening to CNN and Fox and CNBC and MSNBC, and they believe it. They go, oh God, oh yeah. Well, if the news said it, if the mainstream media said it, then it's true. All I say, and I've been saying it even on my own podcast, is do your own research.
Yeah.
Go online, look it up, do your own research. Listen,
I think
read what other scientists are saying, what other professors, what these other people are saying, and you're gonna find out. And you're gonna be like, all these people are saying that this is the wrong decision.
Yeah.
But then you have the CDC and Dr. Fauci, who, well, apparently every time they get on, they go, well, 200,000 people are gonna die. And then they get on, they go, well, the next day they go, 20,000. And then they come on the next day, they listen, it's gonna be 1 million. They have no idea.
They're just guessing.
Yeah. They have to do something. So they have to put something out so the media and the people don't go, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
So in the sense of everything, I agree with you. And in the sense of like celebrities and whatnot doing like trying to be online and whatnot. I kind of don't. I mean, I think it's a good thing where they're like, hey, let's just sing a song or whatever the fuck they're doing. But like, it's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. You know what I mean? I mean, it's good that they're like, hey, wash your hands and shit. Make sure you after you wipe twice or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, they starve for attention, so they have to have attention. But the other thing is they go, we're all gonna make it through this. No.
Some people
can't. Listen, you're going to make it through it because you're still going to have 25 million in the bank.
Yeah.
But the waitress with 3 kids and who's a single mom is already out of work, can't pay her rent, and is only getting a $1,200 from the stimulus. She's not going to make it through it.
Yeah.
She's going to have a really hard time. So are you going to take some of your millions and give it to her?
Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star, as much as he's a weird dude, he's actually done some good shit. He's paying his employees, even though
I don't think he's here. They are weird. I don't think Jeffree Star is weird.
No, he is. He's a weird guy. I'm sorry. He's a weird guy. He is.
Yeah.
That's
just my opinion.
Well, right. Look, I have him.
I love you, Jeffree Star.
I have him on Snapchat. I watch him every day. Yeah. I don't. He is. He's a weird dude, but he's not a weird dude I wouldn't have lunch with or hang out with.
Yeah.
He seems like he'd be fun to hang out with, but he's still like paying his employees. He was on like sending money to people. Like, look, that's cool, but most of these people are not going to be okay.
Yeah.
And the stimulus that passed isn't even a good stimulus. I mean, each member of Congress got like a $46,000 raise. Well, how is that okay? Why are they getting money? See, we're getting about 9%? I think American people are getting 9% of that stimulus. I think it's like 9%. The rest of that is all just to random shit that shouldn't even go to. It should go to the American people. And I'm not for free money. I am absolutely 100% against giving people money.
People who know you know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Go out and fucking work.
Yeah.
But in this time, because the government are being douchebags and they're shutting everything down and nobody can go to work, well, then you're going to fucking pay it. Because that mother has kids and is a waitress and can't go to work. She has to.
Yeah, she's fucking.
What is she supposed to do? Those are the people I feel. Those are the people.
Oh, really? You're getting $2 an hour.
Those are the people. Like my business. My business is hurting so bad. I mean, there's been moments where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue because it's hemorrhaging money, and I just keep on putting it back in. But then I think, what about that person? Because that person's got it a lot worse than me, and they're going to be hurting worse than me. Yeah. And if I could help, if I had millions of dollars, I'd give all my money away. I don't give a fuck. Money's nothing. Yeah. So if I was worth 25 million, I had 25 million in the bank. In this moment in time, I'd help and give, because it is what it is. It is, who gives a fuck? You're gonna, if you can, you'll make it back. If not, well, then you become this ordinary person that has to go to work every day. It is what it is. Money's money.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Money is evil, but that's why I just don't give a shit about. I spend money. I don't care. It doesn't. Not that I have all kinds of money,
I know,
but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is someone who's making, even if I was making $500 a week, I probably wouldn't save money because I live one life. This is the only life I get.
Yeah.
Might as well live this motherfucker to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people who listen and know us.
The only
know that,
the only good thing about this, so there's good and bad. The good thing about us being stuck in the house is the parents actually having to pay attention to their kids. I'm serious.
I know.
Seriously.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
and having spent time with their kids, going on walks, exercising. But then the bad thing is also the kids that get abused at home, because now they're at home all day. So there's good and bad. But the
Netflix, there's Netflix documentary on.
Is it called Pandemic?
No, it's about a kid who was abused by two of his parents. Man, now that you have time, it's Gonzalez, I think. Last name Gonzalez. I forgot.
It was in California. He died.
Yeah.
We watched
Fucking
that.
Terrible, man. So
can't
now
do
that
it.
you have time to watch Netflix and shit, man, I don't recommend watching some shit like that, man.
I can't do it. I get angry. I get angry.
So do I.
Because listen, I hate. There's things in life I hate: abusing animals, abusing kids. Obviously like pedophilia, shit like that. I can't fucking, like, those people should die. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'll kill them. I have no issue.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Send them to me. I'll take them out the back 40. Put them on their knees. Execution style. Like, honestly, I would have absolutely no remorse in my blood for putting a bullet in those people's heads.
Yeah. Me too.
Especially, like, it's so disgusting. It's so gross. There was a baby that died in the city I live in.
Really?
I went to school with the kid who killed it. I'm not going to say his name. I mean, I should, because he's a fucking douchebag. But I went to school with him. Haley, I think I've been at parties with him. Haley. We didn't know him personally. I mean, we weren't friends with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he deserves to die. He probably will die. A lot of people, most of the individuals in prison, like, they don't really put up with that, like child molestation and shit. Yeah, I'm sure he'll die in prison because he's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. It's hard for me to watch shows because I get emotional. I don't care. I'll cry about it because it's sad. It's so sad that this kid or girl, this boy or girl who's young, even if they're 15 or 16 and they can't fight back, they have no means to fight back or get away or anything, and they have to live that life. It's sad. It's so sad. It's fucking sad.
Don't watch that shit if you can't handle it. For real.
Oh God, it's so sad.
It breaks my heart. It really does. It breaks our heart.
It does. It's so sad. I cry at fucking Disney movies if I think it's sad.
So about my friend
Roberto Duran.
So
he's a race car driver.
From a while back, I'm just not gonna give you exact dates because you could probably track him down and whatnot. But so a while back, he was stabbed in the face. He doesn't.
This
know
is the
who.
Same guy.
Same guy. Robert.
Right. So
was stabbed
Rob,
in the face. He was in the hospital for I don't know, fucking a year. He had the blade punctured his brain and come out. He lost his right eye. He was a great person. No, I'm not gonna cry. He was a great person. He was a good guy. After that incident, he sustained a lot of trauma and anger issues.
Okay.
And he went to jail for some things I can't express. Nothing weird or anything like that. Nothing bad like that. And he was released from jail. He went to a party, see all of his friends from outside of the
recently,
jail.
Recently,
very recently.
Right, so he broke quarantine.
Broke quarantine. Went to a party.
And they were all breaking quarantine.
Yeah. And some dude was talking shit about me to him, and he was like, all right, let's take it outside. I mean, this dude, Rob. It's hard not saying his name. This dude, Rob, is fucking he's so unlucky, but lucky. He sustained an injury in the fucking brain and lived, and he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's good. He's good to go. except for anger management and stuff like that. But fucking, it's hard to tell stories and whatnot when you're listening to yourself in your fucking ears. So he went to the party. After he went to the party, he left. Someone came up to him. He got an altercation with earlier, and shot him point blank in the neck twice.
Okay.
He had a bullet inside of his neck, and he was in the hospital for 2-3 days. He didn't sustain any major injuries, and he's still alive.
Okay.
This man was stabbed in the fucking eye. He was shot in the neck, and there was no major injuries. He just has a bullet in his neck.
And he's
alive.
He lives in the Midwest.
Yeah. The bad part of Illinois.
Well,
one of the worst parts of Illinois.
I listen.
He got stabbed in the library, in the fucking eye, in a library.
You know,
how the fuck you get stabbed?
I don't know. I don't really feel sorry for someone like that.
Why?
Because listen. Here's my take.
Okay.
Not saying like he necessarily should have got shot. Okay, I'm not saying he should have got shot, but he went to a party and said, "Oh, sure, I'm gonna be a tough guy, and let's take this outside."
Yeah.
Right? Everybody knows, just be a bigger man and walk away. And the guy said, "Okay, you want to do it? Like, is this something you really want to do?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah, sure, that's something I really want to do." And later on, the guy finds him and says, "Hey, dude, we're gonna do it."
Yeah.
Twice in his neck. I'm not saying he should have got shot, and I'm glad he's not dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know him, so I'm glad he's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are gonna be that person, then whatever consequences you have, that's on you.
Yeah. He's been homeless since he was
But why?
very small.
But why?
His parents.
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't I guess?
but
couldn't
at some
get off the drugs.
But at some point, and that's the other thing too. If you're doing drugs, all of my compassion for you has gone out the window.
No, he wasn't doing drugs. His parents were, and he was homeless since he was like 12 years old.
And but at 12 years. How old is he?
He's like fucking your age, I think.
Okay, so
your
he's
age, no?
30. Then
48.
I mean, at some point.
No.
At some point,
he was doing fine before he was stabbed, and then he started just going on a downward spiral from there.
Look, I don't know him. So for everybody listening, everybody watching, I don't know him. I'm not saying he should have died. I'm not saying he should have got shot. Yeah. I'm just saying if you're at a party and even if someone is antagonizing you, if you're going to go and push forward into that direction, then whatever happens to you, that's on you because you made the decision to say, "Oh, sure, I'll fight you." And you don't know who's got a gun. Yeah. I mean, I conceal every day. Yeah. I carry wherever I go. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I have a firearm on me. And not that I'm going to use it, but if I have to defend me or my family, then I will. But I'm not just shooting people. Yeah. I mean, the guy who shot him deserves obviously his punishment.
The guy who shot him was also found later in a different state, with shitload
in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a shitload of guns and a shitload of drugs.
Well, and he'll get what he deserves.
Yeah,
well,
maybe
he might. I don't know. Our fucking judicial system is pretty,
as of right now. 6ix9ine is out. You know who the rapper 6ix9ine. He tested positive for
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi
6ix9ine.
Okay, so that's
Tekashi.
I'm not getting in that.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is out of jail. Tekashi
out of prison because he tested positive for COVID-19 and also.
Did he really test positive?
Yeah, he tested positive, and they were like, "You're going home." He's like, "All right, fool." So
he'll die. He'll probably get shot.
He'll probably get
killed. He's not even that cool anyway. Whatever.
It's not coolness.
It's the face tattoos. They're stupid.
Anyway, I'm just saying, it's fucked up. The judicial system right now is fucked up.
Well, yeah, they're letting people out if they have coronavirus.
Yeah, they're letting people out if they have coronavirus. And then YNW Melly.
I don't know who that is.
So he's also a rapper.
Has he got face tattoos?
No. He's also a rapper. He's very young, like 18, 19 years old, I think. He staged a drive-by murder allegedly
He allegedly, yeah.
staged a
Everything is
drive-by.
allegedly, right?
A drive-by murder of his two friends getting shot in his car, and he's filing to go home for the COVID-19 virus, and they might let it go. They might let him.
Do you know? On the subject of rappers? So
O.J. Simpson. No, I'm kidding.
OJ, he did it. The glove definitely.
I mean, you could let the glove get a leather glove and fucking put it in water and let it dry out in the sun, and it'll go back to smallness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you put it in warm water and you wear it, it you know.
On that note of rappers on Netflix, and I don't listen to a lot of rap, and it's not because I don't like it. Like, look, I think if you can rap, great, good for you. I just don't listen to a lot of it.
I love rap.
Yeah, look, anybody who does,
yeah,
but I don't know, I just don't. But I watched a documentary about Lil Peep, right? And that's over an hour long. It's on Netflix. And at first,
how is it?
So
I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't even know who Lil Peep was. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even know he died. Okay. I watched this documentary, and like I said, people with face tattoos, you're an idiot. So he was an idiot for getting face tattoos, you know? I mean, he's passed away, but he was still an idiot for getting face tattoos.
Yep.
But this documentary though, man, I felt bad for him because he just hung around these people who fucking used him, and basically they drove him to fucking basically just overdose. The documentary was very good.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could call it a documentary, but it was over an hour long. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it, but then I'm like listening to him talk in it and listening to other people talk about him. And then he seemed like such a good person. He gave all his money away, gave clothes away to all these people. Right. Mm-hmm. But he partied a lot. And then he got doing drugs, and doing cocaine. I'm sure he did heroin and other stuff too. Yeah. But it's crazy because when you look at the crowd of people he was around, you're like, wow, these people are fucking douchebags. Yeah, man. What a bunch of fucking losers. Like, you know how much of a loser you are to like live with somebody and they just give you clothes and they pay for you and you just continue to do it. And then when they try to go out on their own and get away from you, you badmouth them. Like, that's what he did. Like, he moved overseas, like to London, and like they were all like, oh, you're such a piece of shit. You're just going to leave your friends like that. Well, they were mad because he wasn't catering to them anymore. He wasn't giving them money and giving them clothes and all this other shit and letting them live in his house. This dude slept on the couch. He didn't even sleep in his own room. I felt bad for him in that sense. Obviously, he was old enough. He knew how to make his own decisions. Like he understood, like, look, you have to stop doing that. He understood you have to stop doing drugs. But I just think, like, if he wouldn't have went down the path with those people, I mean,
could have been a different story.
And the thing is he never really was like he was big, right? He was huge. I think like he
was huge, yeah.
But he wasn't huge like signed. He wasn't like signed to like this huge label and shit.
No,
I don't
but he was
think.
still big on his own.
But he was very big on his own, very big. But it's just weird. It's so weird because he went down that. I felt bad for him in that sense. When it was all done, I was like, I didn't even know who he was when we started watching. I was like, I'll just watch it.
Did you listen to any of his music?
Only on that. I've never heard him before or any. Only
I'm not
on,
a big fan of his music.
I'm not either. So I'm not a big fan of his music, but there was a majority of people liked him. Yeah. Apparently from that, but the people he hung around with, and I mean, I won't give it away, but what happened at the end. How he, overdosed and died. It's so like it just shows how much his friends just didn't give a fuck. Yeah. They just didn't care. Yeah. I mean,
I need to watch that. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know he overdosed, but I don't know how it all came about. You know what I mean?
It was good. I mean, it was good. Like I said, I just this was before all this virus stuff happened. Yeah. We watched it.
This was like 2 years ago. He passed away, I think.
Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. Yeah. Like, I didn't even know. I thought he was still alive. Right, I'm watching it. I'm like watching it, and so then I like looked him up while I was watching it. It's like, oh, he died. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know he died. No. I don't know. Because I don't follow those people. I don't follow them. Yeah. Because I don't think it's cool. Like, you have that. There's like that little
Pump.
No, but isn't he dead too?
No, Lil Pump's alive.
What's the other one? There's another one. Lil starts with a Z.
Lozan?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he's alive.
That guy. Yeah, but he's a douchebag. That guy's a douche.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking tool
yeah.
bag. There was like some shit on somewhere of him riding a car, and he's like, "Yeah, gotta take my Xanax, man. Gotta take my Xanax." Like it's not.
Yeah, it's for
like,
real.
Like
yeah.
it's like, but it's not cool.
So he also got he went to rehab. I don't remember how recent it was, but it was super fucked up. He was on he thought Xanax bars was the fucking potion to him living fucking long.
And just all these people think it's cool. Like, oh, it's cool because
he called 911. I don't know if you heard this, but he called 911 because his girlfriend was eating so many fucking hot Cheetos, or he ate so many hot Cheetos that his throat started closing up. I don't know if you knew that, and then they just made fun of him. And he tried to sue the fucking fire department.
I don't know. I just it's just all these, and it just reminds me of that Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, that reminded you of Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Because
racketeering. That motherfucker was actually racketeering.
Yeah, but
allegedly.
So here's the thing, though. He was, for number one, if you look back before all of his little rap days, he was not.
He was not a good person.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't even in a gang.
No, but he still wasn't a good person.
No, he wasn't a good person. Like I know he raped like something like a 16-year-old.
Allegedly.
Well, he says they were dating, but I mean, if you're overage, you should obviously know. But when he got into the rap game, that's when he like started getting involved because he thought it was cool and it would give him the cred.
Yeah, and then he started. Well, in his trial, he ratted out a lot of.
Oh, he ratted out. Yeah, I think everybody.
He's
a fucking rat.
Yeah. So now when he gets out, man, I don't know how they're not gonna just fucking go into his house. I don't know.
Like here's the thing. Like I'm not for all that gang shit and all that stuff, but I ain't ratting. I'm not fucking ratting.
Neither would I.
I don't give a fuck.
So speaking of gang shit,
send me to jail.
Goodfellas and
I love that movie.
The Irishman on Netflix.
Oh, that's good too.
So good. And then on YouTube. There's a actual mob boss who was interviewed, and he's the only one that's left living right now. I forgot his name, and I forgot the fucking. But this shit, there's a document. It's not a documentary. It's just an interview, and it was like an hour long, right? And he was like, it's like the interviewer asked, is it really like the movies? And he's like, pretty much. You get your own plane and everything.
Right, dude.
And he said the murders and stuff like that, he got by, not like without saying, he did any of them or anything like that. But he was like, it's like that. It really is. It's fucking crazy how they lived in the mob, dude. It's crazy.
Well, the mob is crazy. We just watched last night or the night before. We watched a documentary. God damn it, I can't remember the name of it. But it was about the cartel, right? About Mexico and the cartel.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. Some scary motherfuckers.
It is.
Some scary motherfuckers. I mean, stupid motherfuckers, but scary motherfuckers. I mean, these motherfuckers, dude. These in the government down there. They're just
lawless, man. It's a fucking wasteland.
Yeah, it's a wild west. And then there was like they just have people going around shooting and killing cartel members that are good people, right? Yeah. But they're not police, they're not government because the government doesn't do anything. It's very wild. And then you know what? If you think, listen, if any stupid motherfucker thinks they got it bad in this country, okay, in this country, watch some shit about China, okay, communist as fuck. Yeah. You can't do shit.
Watch some shit about Japan and how sex trafficking is fucking.
Dude, if you get caught with drugs in China, they hang you. They fucking you get hang. You get hung.
Sex trafficking, they turn a blind eye in Japan.
Do you know that's like the number one thing right now for trafficking? Traffic is kids.
It's fucking terrible.
So on my other podcast, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a little mini series, and that's what it's about. I mean, there's some conspiracy in there, but if you watch them, it's like, everything. It's weird because you're like, it's about conspiracy, but then you start watching, you're like, this is kind of making sense right now.
That's the shit I don't like about conspiracy theories.
Because it makes sense.
Conspiracy podcasts.
Because it makes sense, and it
fucking makes sense.
And then you sit back and you go, because I believe that there is certain conspiracies that took place within the United States, but then I'm watching this that my cousin sent me. And you start watching it, and you're like, everything makes sense. Yeah, this all makes.
I hate that shit though. I hate it.
And then, well,
because it gives me fucking anxiety, man.
Well,
because it's like
because you get a little freaked out. You're gonna get a little freaked out.
Freaked out because it makes sense. It makes
because
sense.
It's probably actually happening.
Yeah,
it gets actually actually probably happening. It's really and you're like, man, this is fucking. I mean, for me, listen. Come to my fucking house. I'll put you in your place.
Oh my god. But yeah, Fuck that, man. Fuck
Yeah.
that. Anyway, The Mob. Fucking watch that shit.
You know, when I was a
Since we're
kid,
fuck-
I always wanted to be. I was like, oh fuck, dude,
a mobster.
fucking mafia, fucking, and then because you watch the movies, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
and you get
yeah.
like, you're a kid, and then you grow
Oh,
up.
stress, nice.
Well, yeah, then
Oh,
you grow up, and you're like, oh, I never would have made it. Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
I would have died so quick.
The guy who's getting interviewed. Oh man, I can look that up. He got into the mob because of his dad. He was a longtime mafia guy, and his dad went to jail, and he was like, I gotta get he's like, I gotta get you out of jail. And his dad's like, you really want to get me out of jail? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, get into the mob. To get into the mob, start controlling shit, start doing shit. And he's like, okay. And fucking he went to the mafia, and he was sworn in 2 years after. And he was 23 years old when he was sworn in. And people are waiting for like 60 literally 60 years, and they're old as fuck, and like 70 years, or not, like 80 years old in the mafia. It's crazy.
Dude,
there's old ass people in the fucking mafia that'll just shoot you right there.
Yeah, dude.
Well, not any. Well, I don't know if it's still going on.
I think there's maybe still like but I don't think it is like it. I think really in this day and age, it's more like gangs, like MS-13 or the cartel or whatever.
That shit's crazy too. MS-13s are crazy, man.
Well, they're nuts. They're crazy. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
we're just recommending shit because like.
Because
like,
look, man,
you can't do anything, man.
Yeah.
So just watch some Netflix shit and YouTube shit.
That's what I'm saying. If you're fucking stuck in quarantine, I'm like I'm not technically quarantined. I'm just, it's a recommendation to stay in your house, but nothing's open, so you're not going to be able to go do anything. Yeah. So I mean, I work out every day, and then we went for we go for walks a lot. Yeah.
Not me. He just pointed at me because we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't. Look at me.
We got to him. We got to get him.
Yeah.
So
no, I want to.
Got to lift those weights.
I still got. I got an abscess tooth, and every time I do anything physically,
I told you they weren't going to pull it because it was abscess.
I thought they were, man.
They won't pull it with an infection.
So I went
unless it's literally life or death. Then they might, but otherwise they're not. They're just going to give you antibiotics. So you have to actually go get it pulled, though.
Yeah, Thursday. So after I get it pulled, I think fucking 2 or 3 days after I get it pulled, I'm probably going to start actually working out and doing shit.
Dude, working out.
It hurts to bend over. It hurts to fucking lay down. It hurts to my tooth hurts. Like,
so they're gonna pull
one right now, and then
is it surgical extraction or is it just gonna be an extraction?
Just an extraction.
Listen, if it's just an extraction, you're gonna make it. It's gonna it'll be easy for you. It's gonna be nothing. They're gonna pull it out. You're gonna go home. A couple hours later, you're gonna be eating fucking solids. 100%. Well, I don't know. Listen,
when I had this one removed,
I mean, I don't know. All I know is Haley. I mean, that's
Haley. Haley's a fucking trooper, though.
Dude, she's a beast. I mean? Listen, she went and got a tooth pulled. She got her wisdom teeth. They were impacted, so it was a surgical X-ray. They had to put her to sleep, and she got 4 of them all at one time. This bitch came home. A few hours later, she's eating solid food. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a shit. She's like, she didn't take no pain meds. None. Not one pain med. After it happened. She got home. She's like, I'm fucking hungry. She's like, I want food. And I'm like, dude, you still got cotton in your mouth. She goes, I don't give a fuck. And she ate food. I'm not stopping her. But when I got mine pulled, see, mine was a surgical extraction. Mm-hmm. But I was awake. That's the worst part. I was awake for 45 minutes while they cut a chunk. They took a chunk of my gum out. They didn't put it back either. I don't know. I was like, that's cool. So they took a chunk of my gum out.
All right, bro, you're good to go.
Yeah. And they, when they went to pull it, the tooth crumbled in my gums. Well, they can't leave the fragments in there. So in order to get it out, she had to drill. She drilled like down to my jawbone, and she was like drilling. And then they stuck the little vacuum thing.
All right, bro. We're good.
Listen, listen to this.
We're done talking.
They stuck the little vacuum thing. They stuck it in the hole.
Oh, we're good, man. We're not talking about this
anymore. And then after I got home.
No,
it's good. After I got home, because it was such a huge hole.
Yeah.
They put stitches in there. Well, half of my blood clot came out, so I had half of it was dry socket and the other half wasn't. And if you get dry socket, it's just air right to the jawbone.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean it hurts like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So it hurt the whole time. It bled for 8 hours after I got home. It hurt so I was so pissed because I was in so much pain, but I don't take pain meds.
Yeah.
So I was just doing a bunch of CBD, and fucking doing a bunch of Tylenol and ibuprofen and shit. Well, like it got better obviously after, but it lasted 3 weeks. Like the hole didn't close for like 3 weeks.
Fuck, man.
So once it started closing, there was a few fragments left, and they worked their way up out of my gums. Yeah, like I was in the bathroom one time, I rubbed my tongue on. I'm like, that's something sharp, and I look in there, and it's a little tooth fragment. And I just grab tweezers and you just pull. It doesn't hurt, but it's weird. And she said, "Look, you might have a few little," and she told me it was part of my jawbone. I'm like, bitch, did you just drill my jawbone out? Like, what the fuck, dude?
No, man, it's giving me more anxiety, man.
No,
Fuck
but
that,
if yours is a normal extraction,
clammy ass hands now. Oh man.
If you have a normal extraction, you'll be all right though. If it's a normal extraction,
it's gonna be normal.
Then you'll be fine.
Fuck, man.
Cause like I wish like if it was normal, like it was supposed to be normal. She goes, oh, you should be out of here 20 minutes.
Oh, but it crumbled.
But that's
fuck.
why.
What if that happens?
See, mine was that way for probably over 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
And she said the infection was the infection was so bad in the tooth that it just created this hard like calcified underneath my tooth or something. But I just never went. It broke, and I just left it alone. And every time it hurt, I would shove clove oil in it.
Yeah, man.
Because if you do it enough, you can burn up the nerves.
That's what happened. Yeah.
So
all my nerves and my cracked teeth are all
so then you don't. Well, if you burn the nerves, you shouldn't feel the pain though. That's the thing. If you burn those nerves, you shouldn't feel pain.
Well, that's what I thought. He said, "No, it's dead. It's gone. Your nerve is gone. These gone. Your nerves are gone."
The only reason you should feel pain is if for some reason it's just going right to the bone. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, look, it's fucked up. I don't know. Haley's had. She's just a fucking. I don't know.
She's a trooper, man. I don't know what.
I can't do what she does. I can't. She's so fucking. She's just so like whatever about it. She's like whatever. I'll just go in and get it done. Me, I had a dentist appointment on the 29th of fucking April or no March. Yeah, March. Or 28th of March, and they fucking canceled on me because they closed for, I don't know, I think they're still closed.
Yep.
And I was so pissed because I don't go to the dentist. I don't do that shit. I get anxiety about it, and I get panic, so I'm like, fuck this. So it takes a while for me to go to the dentist, and they fucking I'm like, you motherfuckers. I was pissed. And
is there any like lighter note that we can like add to this podcast? I feel like this should have just been like super like fucking, hey, if you're not fucking watching this, you're going to be fucking not crying.
Listen, for everybody that is watching, wash your fucking hands, you dirty fucks.
Seriously.
Wash your hands, you dirty fucks. Listen, if everybody washed their fucking hands, nobody would be getting sick. Wash your hands. Cough into your shirt or into your fucking elbow, okay? Come on, people. Wash your fucking hands.
Especially after you wipe.
I mean, yeah. Well, you should be washing your hands after you wipe anyway, but people are so gross. So disgusting.
Bro, I haven't washed my hands in like 3 years, man.
I don't know how people don't I wash my hands so much. I'm like, wash my hands. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I wash my hands so much that this nail polish that I was wearing.
Why were you wearing nail polish?
Was done in a day. Was gone in a day. I don't know why. And like my skin is so dry from washing my hands so much. It sucks. I don't put lotion on it. I never put lotion.
I don't put lotion on anything. Haley goes, "You're so dry." She goes, "Your back is dry. Your shoulders are dry." I'm like, "I don't know. I don't feel it." She's like, "You're dry. You need lotion." I'm like, "Nah. I don't like lotion."
I don't like lotion either.
I don't like the feel of it.
Same. Every time I put on lotion, man, I feel slimy.
I feel like I'm in a brothel. I don't know. I put lotion on. I feel like I'm just like.
You know what brothel means?
Yeah, dude. I feel like every time I put lotion, I feel like I'm like. I don't know.
What do you mean in a brothel?
I feel like when I put lotion on, I was in a brothel and they were just like, it was just like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
Oh, you mean you were okay.
I was the one receiving.
Yeah,
man. Receiving, I just feel I'm like fuck. I went into the brothel to give, and they're like, "No, motherfucker, you're gonna be receiving, dude. You're receiving."
They said, "Lay down."
Fuck yeah, they did, and they took a football and they threw it full speed.
If you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right up the right. Oh man, a good aim too. Good aim. Should have been football players. Yeah. I'm talking about a male brothel.
All right, man.
Okay, male. And I'm not talking.
Why would you go into a male brothel?
Because I thought it was, you think, well, it's just gonna have some good, gonna have some,
true.
it's not like they put a sign out front.
Yeah, true.
You walk in, next thing you know, you walk out, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm sticky. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then
Not because of you. Yeah.
Yeah, not because of you. Well,
that's exactly what lotion feels like, but not in. You don't get sticky. You get
I don't.
You don't like bad lotion.
It feels like I petted a whale. Like I was petting a whale. And then you take your hand away and you got that like gel.
Film.
You got that gel, that film on you. Because that you don't know.
I've never pet a whale, but
you don't
I
know
really
that,
do.
because you don't know that you don't know where that whale's been. It's like after you get done with foreplay. You know what I mean? And you lift your hand up and you go to touch your face and you're like, Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm in the Alien movie. You know what I mean? Like they just like the alien just opened its mouth and all that drool came on you.
Remember Nickelodeon slime? It's like that.
Yeah,
it's like slime,
Yeah.
just all over you.
Yeah.
I hate lotion, man.
I know.
And then you got to touch your own feet.
It sucks because I have to use it sometimes because I wash my hands a lot, so my hands do end up getting super dry, and I have to use lotion. But I don't use a ton. Like I'll use a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll use a tiny little bit, and then I'm like, okay, and I'll rub it in. And it's like, that's not doing anything. But sometimes Haley asks me if I can put lotion on her back because, she can't get it. And I'm just like, man, and I'm rubbing that lotion on there. And I'm like, geez, I feel like I'm at a zoo right now.
Let's go see the otters.
Yeah.
Because Mexican's hairy,
Yeah. She doesn't, dude. She'll look at me sometimes and she'll be like, "Did you feel leg hair? Like her leg hair?" And I'm like, "No, I don't feel anything." She's like, "I haven't shaved my legs in like 4 weeks." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
How?
I don't know, dude. It's just like her. It's like there's no hair, or there
Turns
is,
on the light. It's
or
all
there,
fucking.
or there
like,
is, and it's just really soft. She said she has really soft hair.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast. How y'all doing?
Welcome back to the podcast. Man, we went to a zoo last summer.
Oh fuck.
We did, and
this is a zoo cast.
And we went to fucking we were
Speaking of zoos, fuck zoos, dude. Ever since
What?
Tiger King, man.
No, fuck that. I love zoos.
You love zoos, man. You can't keep them caged, bro.
I mean, listen.
The best way to go see a tiger or a lion or a bear, oh my, is to be just fucking face to face in the wild and just get mauled, man.
No, fuck that. We're not doing that.
No, fuck that. Listen,
no. I love Joe Exotic. That guy is fucking fantastic. I mean,
what? They're really seeing a new episode.
I know.
Week.
Well, so I didn't watch the last episode, the very last one. Because the last episode is kind of like the one before the last. But yeah, we got to watch the very last one, and I know they're coming out with another one. But dude, listen, we went to Milwaukee Zoo, and I'm looking at these fucking like chimpanzees and apes and shit. You're
like, brothers.
Well, I'm looking at them, and they're looking at me. They're like staring at me, and I'm staring at them, and it's like I start turning my head, and they start turning their head, and I'm like,
"What's going? Are you sure you weren't visiting your family?"
I'm like, "What's going?" I'm like, "What's?"
Got him. That was stupid.
I'm like, what's happening right now? Is he?
They're looking at you like, what the fuck is this dude? The deal with this guy?
That's what I'm saying. What's funny is this dude's looking at me, and he's like, "This is a stupid motherfucker."
Just look at me and go.
See,
just go.
What I think is when you go to a zoo, what they are to you is what you are to them.
Yeah.
So when you're at the zoo, they're like, "Oh, look at that red shirt. That's it. Look at his fucking eyes. What an idiot."
Why is it idiot. Like that? Why does that one look like that, dude?
Right. And the one goes, "What is?"
I don't know. Let's fling fucking shit at it.
Yeah. Yeah. The one's going, "Oh, he's got a small penis. Look at mine. Look at mine. Look at mine.
Oh my God.
Here, you show me your butthole. I'll show you my butthole."
Got his leg up. Hey.
Yeah. Like we went in and they had like a tagger inside of like a not plexiglass, but some sort of a glass or whatever. Yeah. And I'm in there and I'm looking at this.
Said a tagger?
Like a tiger or a lion.
Oh, a tiger.
Yeah.
I thought you said tagger.
Yeah, tiger. Yeah, tiger. So
tiger.
Yeah, tiger. So
tiger.
Yeah, so tiger.
Tie. Like tie-dye?
Yeah, take it with mayonnaise. So
okay.
So
mayonnaise.
This motherfucker, I'm looking at him,
tiger.
and then he looks at me, and he starts walking, and I'm like, this glass better be able to hold this motherfucker. He's like this. If I could just get out and eat just one person,
for sure.
I'd be happy.
No, it'd probably be me.
No, he was looking at me.
I look like a meatball.
So he was looking at me and he's like, "You're a little skinny, but you're like the natural chicken without all the additives."
Yeah.
Okay. And then he saw this little girl and he's like, see, that's like veal. You know, he's like, that looks real good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then he looked at Haley.
Why are we talking like we're about to eat people?
Then he looked at Haley and he was like, oh yeah. He didn't want to eat her. No. He didn't want to eat Haley. No, he wanted to bring her into the family.
Oh.
Yeah. Could you imagine
a
human tiger baby? Half tiger, half human.
What was that, Jungle Book?
like it's a tiger body with a human head.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh no, you talking about bringing in the family?
Yeah, like a tiger body with a human head. Yeah. I don't know, man. We're gonna get two German shepherds.
All right.
We're gonna get two German shepherds, and I think we're either gonna name them August and July because we want to get a male and female, or maybe days of the week. I don't know.
You could do Co, and then you could do Vid. You could do.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
You could do Co and then Rona.
But I'm gonna listen. Two of those motherfuckers. Two German shepherds. Two Great Danes. No, I'm just kidding. Two German shepherds though.
It's like you're getting 18 animals now.
Two German shepherds.
Watch Tiger King 1. It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting fucking 8 dogs.
Yeah, dude.
Getting 3 fucking chimpanzees,
yeah.
dude.
Fuck that. I was like watching Joe Exotic, and next thing I know,
Zoe Exotic.
Yeah. I see. Just talking about him I start fumbling
Zoe
my
Exotic.
words. Next thing I know, I walk out of the room, and Haley's like, "Why are you dressed like that?" I'm like, "That
He's
bitch Carol Baskin is obsessed with me."
Dude. I've seen so many memes of Joe Exotic.
Dude, I love it.
It's like I can generate exactly the same memes.
It's so good.
I don't know, dude.
It's so good. She definitely killed her husband. I mean, that's for sure.
I think so.
Oh,
I really
dude,
do
for
think
sure.
So.
She definitely killed him. 100% she killed him. She murdered that motherfucker.
I'm so dry. I'm like flaking, dude. What the fuck?
That's gross, bro. Come on. You gotta
Dude,
vacuum after you leave, man.
I'm just like a biscuit. You know what I mean?
Flaky biscuits are good, bro. I'm about to make a homemade pizza after this.
I'm about to still be broke.
Homemade pizza, man.
Man, I don't know what we're gonna do for food, man. I really don't. We just paid rent. Our landlords are still requesting the full amount and everything. They know what's going on, but they said, "Well," I was like, "This might be the last time we can pay you the full amount because."
Well, so it's weird because they're like, "Oh, you get unemployment," but furlough, when you're actually on furlough, you don't get unemployment. Furlough is where a job says you still have a job, we just don't know when we're going to bring you back. So normally they won't, like you don't get unemployment. But I think what's happening is jobs are saying we're going to put you on furlough because furlough is you have a guaranteed job when you come back, but we're not going to fight you filing for unemployment.
Yes.
So you should get it. You shouldn't have an issue.
I'm saying, but like it's going to be not a lot of money.
Yeah, well,
hopefully
$933 a week.
How? What? Not me.
Yeah,
not me.
Most everybody. That's with the stimulus. That was added in the stimulus package. An extra $600 a week for everybody on unemployment. So it should be It should be $933 a week if you get approved. It should be. I mean, unless they're going off of something different, but it should be. Yeah, I was talking to my cousin yesterday, day before Saturday, and he said he had a friend who filed for unemployment. And he's getting $933. He's making more on unemployment than what he was working. So he's not going to go back to work. He's like, I'm not going back to work. Why? He's like, I'm going to go back to work and make less money. And that was the issue. I don't agree with it. I don't think they should have done that.
That's very interesting. A very interesting point. The second point is, do you want anything? Like, you good? Like, I'm going to have a bunch of fucking money. You need anything, bro? I can get you some actual sound panel.
You're so fun. These are good sound panels.
I know.
These are good.
They look nice. You know what? I'm going to build a website off that money.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's good because you're going to pay me, so then I'll get money.
Actually, yeah, and I'm going to pay you good money, so it better be fucking good.
But you should. I don't, obviously, I don't know, but you should. If you get approved, because I don't think they're like, I think right now, because there's so many people applied, I think they're just kind of like, approve, because, but from
I know for IDES, the website, you have to, there's certain A through M can apply through Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then element N through Z can apply on the opposite days, and the Saturday and Sundays everyone or Saturdays
So
everyone
you
else
did they approve you or what?
don't know because Wisconsin is completely different. I have no idea what the fuck Wisconsin's doing. So I applied through Wisconsin and Illinois, and they combined it together.
Okay.
So
Well,
I don't know.
well, anyway, I mean, you should. I don't see why you wouldn't get that amount. You should. I mean, don't get your hopes up on it. I
I'm
mean,
not.
if you go home and you just read a little bit on the stimulus bill, you'll be able to find out exactly. But from what I understand, is they added an extra $600 a week for unemployment, and I mean, it's not right. They shouldn't have done it because now people who were only making $400 a week are going to say, "I'm not going back to work. Why go back to work? I can make $933
and
a
we're
week."
gonna be fucked. Just
Listen. I mean,
everybody's fucked here.
It's not going to be good, but what will happen though is I can tell you the movie theaters and the restaurants are going to be packed once this is all over because you can't go down and sit, you can't go to movie theaters. So when this is over, everybody's going to be out. No. Well,
fuck that.
I'm just saying everybody is going to be out. So there is going to be money that's going to go back into it, but it's a lot of the small businesses that won't be able to make it. But again, if you are a small business and you have a certain amount of employees, you can get the federal loan for payroll, and then it gets forgiven.
Yep.
I'm not doing that because I don't have a bunch of employees. So if I did, I would apply for it. I don't know. I may have to, I don't know. I may have to apply for something. We'll see. But right now, I'm just like fucking. It's like I got a pack of gum, dude. I'm just
fucking
just like fucking do.
Passing out to class,
just passing that
hey,
shit
you want
out.
a piece of gum, bro?
Right, laced with COVID-19, man.
Fuck. Fuck.
Laced with COVID-19. Laced with that fucking COVID.
So if you guys want, go check out Swamp Sesh. You know what? Fuck it. If you don't want to, man, my music sucks anyway, dude. Swamp Sesh sucks, bro.
You bought the domain, right?
I bought the
domain. You don't have
if you
hosting.
go to swampsesh.com, nothing will happen.
Well, yeah, because it's not hosted.
That's not hosted.
Yeah, but it will be hopefully.
It will be hopefully if I get. Dude, if I don't get it, I am. We're just fucked.
It's the one thing about humans is we're resilient. We'll figure it out. That's what happened. I mean, you figure it out. You know what I mean?
I am selling feet pics. If anybody needs feet pics just for their enjoyment or for research only, check out my Snapchat Swamp Sesh. It's $9 a month. Unlimited feet pics. If $9 a month per foot. So if you want the package deal, I can help you out, and we'll just call it even at $15 a month for both feet. If you just want the toes or the nails or something like that, we can work it out. Just let me know.
Stupid. So fucking.
It's my feet. It's my feet.
So I'm selling bullets. And the way it works is you would break into my house at around 2 a.m, and when you get to the hospital and they take the bullet out,
you can keep the bullet.
You can keep that bullet. Yeah. It could be a 40 cal, it could be a 9.
Mm-hmm.
It also could be a slug.
Could be how big you are. It
right.
Depends.
Could be a slug.
Yeah.
Or it could be a 30-06 round, an AR-15 5.56 round or 2.23 round.
The AR-15 is new.
It depends on what you want. I don't know. It's so when you come,
update the list.
Right. When you come in at 2 a.m. Make sure you're loud. Otherwise,
you might not get the.
Well, you might not get the bullet you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you're a little noisy.
Yeah.
And then, or you take the surprise package. If you guys want the surprise package, you can call ahead and order what you want, or you can just get the surprise package.
Surprise package.
And whatever you get.
I highly recommend the surprise package. I bought it at least 3 times. My hospital bills are through the roof, dude, but it was well worth it. I have these little prized possessions. Usually they're that big, and then the other bullets
bigger
are
than that.
A lot bigger.
Yeah.
So I don't, it's all about the bullet size, man.
Yeah. Just head over to Patreon.
It's called.
Head over to Patreon.
What is
It's
it called?
Patreon/BulletMe,
Yep.
and it's $800 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, pretty reasonable.
Yep, very
pretty
reasonable.
reasonable.
Yep.
I mean, $800. Who doesn't have $800 a month?
Exactly.
And for an extra $5,000 a
Mhm.
month, you can get 2 bullets.
Mhm.
2. Fucking 2.
It's a deal. If you think about it, it's a deal. If you don't think about it, that's your problem.
Jesus.
So stupid.
Fucking A, man.
Well, I think this is it. I think that's it. I think we're gonna.
Well,
go,
I mean, Jesus, yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's already been fucking 2 days, that we've been recording for. So, I had, motherfucking. You ever think that Kesha will get married?
I don't know who that is.
Tick tock. No.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure who that is.
All right. You don't know? Do you know who R. Kelly is?
Yeah, he peed on.
Allegedly.
He fucking did.
This title should just be allegedly.
He fucking did. He was in the closet, fucking had his wiener out.
I'm trapped in the closet.
Yeah, he had a little drip.
He's got that drip, you know what I'm saying? Ooh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
dripped up.
He had that
Ha-ha.
drip. He had that drip.
Drip is also a term for genital disease.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't
When
know.
when you have drip, it means you got gonorrhea.
I don't know. Have you ever had a STD?
I never had an STD.
You've never had an STD?
No, I
wow,
don't.
I'm surprised. Everybody has an STD.
That's crazy because
No, I'm just kidding.
I've
I've
never
never
had
either.
sex before, so.
Oh, my stomach just made some.
No, I thought that was a plane.
No, dude, my stomach just
That was
made
your-
some.
that
My
was your
stomach
stomach.
just
I
made
didn't
some
hear it at
noise.
all. So
Yeah,
I'm a virgin.
no,
so.
I've never. I've never had STDs, and
But what? I felt like there was gonna be a but in there.
I don't know. That's it, guys. We'll talk to you later. All right, see ya. Okay. All right, see you later, guys.
What the fuck? Like I never had an STD, but all right, I gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go. See you later. Lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff going on. Gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta yell at my kid.
Yep. All right. See ya. All right. Bye.
We're not. what the fuck? All right, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Gotta go. Mm-hmm. No, for real. Yeah. Janet? I didn't. All right. Yeah, but.